Alrighty, what is up, everybody? So we have House of Cheese versus Zul'jin Distillery in the playoffs for Division C. And we're here in Game 1, Battlefield of Eternity. What's up, Ray Chen? Tuning in, cheering these teams on? Alright. Your eyes. And yeah, so while we're getting all started here, let's take a look at the tournament standings. That's not the tournament standing. So we have House of Cheese, the first seed against Zul'jin Distillery, which is the fifth seed. And right now, the winner of this game will go into the Division C East playoffs against the winner of Almost Legend Goals and U.S. Army Esports, who I believe are playing tomorrow at 9 o'clock p.m. So be sure to tune in. That's in terms of this map. We'll say, I mean, of course, big team fight map. I am going to look up some info and check out what heroes that these guys play, and you guys can join. So right now, so this is House of Cheese, number 1 seed. Looks like they play a lot of heroes. I really like this, the Li Ming, the Mei, and the Malfurion. So definitely Malfurion with the Emerald. Mei is just a well-rounded. Pops off, just throw some orbs and you're all good. But ones that they hate playing. Romy, Anna. Let's check out Zul'jin Distillery. Distillery seems to like the Diablo, Rainer, and Kael'thas. Hey, Miss Winduber, what's up? Yeah, Bishop is right here. Let's. He's always faced away from the camera. You guys can take a look at Bishop while I change into. Oh, that's. Yep. Yeah. A little bit camera shy today. Okay. All right. More stats. Let's go to more stats. So. Nope. No time for stats. Sorry, guys. We're heading right in a draft. So. BOE. House of Cheese versus Zul'jin Distillery. Hey, what's up, Albel and Reg Banana? We have some Zul'jin Distillery people and fans in chat. Do it. What's up, Caribou? All right, so just like I was saying before, there's big bands. It's House of Cheese, the number 1 seed. This Hinton band. We got the Li Ming band. See, Cheese Mix and the Dude seem to play Mei and Li Ming respectively, while Caribou plays a lot of Malf. So we got one Li Ming band coming out against House of Cheese. Out the Belgian Distillery peeps. Kael'thas' band, so that's Ankle Shot's number 1 hero right now, taking out the Comfort pick. Yeah, D-Wit likes to play a lot of Diablo. B Fresh likes the Tychus. Let's see what the first pick is going to be for. All right, we have Falstad, Auto Attack Falstad coming in for House of Cheese here. Some good roaming potential. And I mean, you guys play this game. You know all about it, right? I could talk about other stuff. I'm not gonna just talk about people that get picked. So Diablo Rainer, in terms of synergy here, of course you got Rainer with the Exterminator build, but I wonder if there's a world in BOE where Rainer takes the ace in the hole. Especially if Diablo goes level 13 or the level 16 slow. They wouldn't need another slow Facing the whole value, though. Tychus. There's flash on the Tychus. Mana. I mean, a lot of auto attacking from House of Cheese here. Yukov ban and the Malfurion ban. So a lot of target bans, especially the Leeming, the Malfurion, the Kael'thas were target bans for each team. A lot of respect bans here. Deckard being played from LED and Hanzo by ankle shot. You know what? I really like Zul'jin Distillery's attempt for wombo combo here. I mean, you got the Deckard root and the slow, combined with Hanzo's arrow, with Diablo, assuming Diablo goes APOC, which would most likely have to go APOC against the Tychus, because if you just sit there with the lightning build, kind of like Bad News Bears there. But if they can get that CC chain off, I think Zul'jin Distillery would have a really good time in the team fights. Whereas House of Cheese can just poke down as much as they want. Because they don't really have much in terms of wombo combo unless they go Falling Sword, Light Bomb, and Arthas is going to make... Problem is there's not a lot of mobility for Zul'jin Distillery. So Arthas goes Syndragosa. Then Diablo has no mobility. Raynor doesn't walk around well. Deckard's an old man that can't get by without a cane. And I mean, Leoric is the only one that has like some good mobility. So yeah, predictions are up. Raychen, glad I could make it happen for this game for you. And here we go. Division C East playoffs. Ripped a 50-50 vote. Oh, does that mean that screw it up? Oh, I got 3 people for Zul'jin Distillery and 1 person for House of Cheese. 2 for Zul'jin Distillery. Let's see what happens in this game. Hotkeys, and let's get right into it. So, on the side of House of Cheese, we have Flash on the Tychus, Cheese Mix on Joanna, Dude on Falstad, Caribou on Anduin, and Mariner 005 on. Then on the other side, for Distillery, we have Cowboy Kyle up here on the Leoric, Fresh on Raynor, ankle shot on the Hanzo, Dewit on the Diablo, LAD on Deckard. So both teams just posturing bottom. It's going to be pretty boring for both. In the top lane, Arthas should just be playing pretty safe because Leoric can definitely melt down the Arthas. Ooh, Dewit with the attempt on Joanna here. I won't be able to get a kill because Chesmix has the trait, Iron Skin. Diablo looking... Oh, Diablo stunning John. John doesn't have the trait here in Chesmix. 307 HP, and nice pull by Caribou there. It is Windabird. You play a very awesome Deckard. Awesome playing the Stormlink games with you. Let's check out what's happening in top lane. Yep, I like how Mariner's playing. He's playing it smart. Doesn't quite get the freeze of the minions on the lane, but playing it safe so that Arthas doesn't have that. In terms of talents here, Leoric going the Consume Vitality build. which heals on the skeletal swing. So either expecting a lot of melee play or just trying to do some reduction. You know, personally for me, I wouldn't go that build because it's gonna be hard to reduce damage on the Tychus. Oh, here comes Cowboy Kyle. He's gonna get minigun down by Flash and Mariner. Oh, but not quite. Cowboy Kyle gets out with just a half HP. Down at the bottom, Legend Distillery does see that, so they start going for the camp, especially with Rainer's Exterminator build. Raychen says, my heart is beating, I'm not even playing. Is it because you're cheering for a team or because you got some bets going on? Alright, so one camp bot for Zildjian Distillery, one camp top for House of Cheese. It's going to be a 2-3. Ando and Joanna and Falstad bottom lane gets the siege camp push, while we have in the top lane Arthas and the Rainer, or the Tychus, trying to go against this Leoric. Tychus is going to be rotating back down though. Maybe getting a head start on this Bruiser camp. Nope, not quite. So Tychus just going for a little trip here. Nope, he's going back. He decides, hey, Bruiser camp, I see you there. I'm taking you out. LED and the Fresh take their own bruisers. Good camp timings for both sides here. Gets rooted. And this Arthas did go root town, so just going to try to spam out the W's as much as he can in order to get the 15 stacks on the W. Oh, sorry, 20 stacks. All right, so Immortal spawning in 13 seconds. And it looks like Zildjian Distillery... No, both teams looking to posture and race on their own Immortals. Now, it's going to be tough because Leoric's going to push this Bruiser camp in. So House of Cheese will have to respond to that, but we'll be able to respond quick enough to not lose any race. Looks like they're sending one. They're sending the Arthas there. And they've already cleared it on this side for Zildjian Distillery. That does give a little lead for House of Cheese. They're ahead by about 3,000 HP, and can Zildjian Distillery catch up? They do! And the first objective goes to Zildjian Distillery. Miss Weinberg says, I like the Leo. Leo knows there's two there, and this still goes out the lane. Yeah, I always like an aggressive solo laner, Miss Weinberg. Asserting dominance. Alright, so the solo laners go bot while the Immortal goes up top. And both teams pretty even levels, no kills yet. But some structure damage which would definitely be pretty helpful here. Deckard comes out with the root on Joanna. And there's a stun by the Immortal on the dude. Root on Rainer from Anduin. And here comes the Immortal bopping on the fort, taking it down to about 3/4 HP. And that's half a fort. Not too bad for first objective there. Let's see how Mariner's doing. Mariner's trying to stack up as much as he can on the W. I mean, Arthas is going to be in a losing battle here, but it's going to try to make up in more team fight builds. A lot of slows from Arthas, especially since Arthas knows that Diablo just hates being slowed. D-Wit, right in the middle, being surrounded by the enemy team. D-Wit gets down to 600 HP and able to get out. Nice healing by LED from the Deckard here. And Deckard did go Ruby. A lot of burst healing on the Roger Cube there. That's Ruby, right? Yep, that's Ruby. Trib, what's up, dude? If you guys don't know, Tribulation is starting a hot tub stream. Be sure to follow him when he starts it. He's got some great ideas, and I'm going to be one of the first subscribers. All right, so we have a Tychus working on Cowboy Kyle here. Mariner doing a good job of slowing Cowboy Kyle down to about 316 HP, and Cowboy Kyle doesn't look like he has a tap. Yeah, he's about 100 seconds away from the tap, as you can see in the UI at the top of the screen here. Now, kind of like a minor but not ignorable push up top from Zildjian Distillery, but instead they opt to try to rotate down to get the siege camp invade. And nice root to prevent any sword. That means that these three pretty much wasted some rotations here, but they can get maybe a wall, maybe a fountain. It could definitely be worth it. Instead, looks like both teams at level 8.5 going for the objective. The objective spawns opposites, so teams will have to come in contact with each other at halftime. Be Fresh just wailing away with the Exterminator, along with Ankle Shot, going the level 7 never unmatched. Or sorry, the Serrated Arrows at level 4. And that's a 1 ahead for Zul'jin Distillery. They take the halftime first. And this is a 5v5. Let's see if there's going to be a defense. Yep, there's going to be a defense by House of Cheese here. Cowboy Kyle getting stunned out. Gets down chunked to about 4th HP here. Ruby does not quite get as many potions as LED would like. And they're just playing the slow game right now. He was looking for an angle for some type of shadow charge onto Icus or Falstad. Oh, Dewit goes in, doesn't get quite a wall bang here. And here comes a Falstad with the lightning rod coming out. Leoric looking pretty low at 400 HP and gets out just in time. Leoric does have to tap in about 2 seconds, so they'll be able to come up. Falstad starting to work on the objective for House of Cheese here, along with Flash. We have Cheese Mix zoning out the enemy team here. Blinding on the Rainer. Here comes Cheese Mix. Cheese Mix doesn't have a trait for another 2 seconds, and Hanzo goes down. Oh, the Immortal's down to 6,000 HP for both sides here. And looks like Leoric down to about 600 HP. And Beaver's trying to wail away on the objective as much as they can. Trait does come out for Joanna. And it's going to be a win for House of Cheese. Or 1-1 in terms of objectives being won here, as the objective for House of Cheese gets pushed down into the bot lane. Oh, an engage on Flash gets the stun on the APOC with nice gust by the Falstad here, as the Immortal makes his way down and towards Zul'jin Distillery. It's the Diablo, but Diablo should be okay here. And to note, Diablo did go a burst dive build, so getting the armor and getting some more souls on Shadow Stun, but also with the Malevolence, having some extra spell damage on the auto attacks after every ability. We see level 10s come out. Joanna did go Blessed Shield, so not going to be a Lightning Bomb Falling Sword build. Sindragosa is coming out for Arthas. We have Rainer's Raiders for Raider. And in this game, Hanzo going the Dragon Strike. Alright, so both teams, again, pretty even levels. Only 1 kill by House of Cheese here on the Hanzo. But up in top lane, things are just kind of peachy. I wonder... Yeah, this is... I mean, I really like the fact that Flash and Mariner are working on this top lane. I feel like they could definitely get some push here. But the problem with if they push in, it does allow the bottom Siege Camp and the 4-man team of Zul'jin Distillery to kind of have a little bit more push. Its stun comes out. Joanna does have trait though. And the root does not quite get... Oh, a nice big Dragon Strike, taking about half of Cheese Mix AP down. That is going to be a wall down for the bottom fort. And we have some Siege Camps just wailing on this fountain. Meanwhile, on the top line, we do have a Siege Camp being taken top. And really good force of the fountain and the bottom wall here by Zul'jin Distillery. Bruiser camps being attempted by Zul'jin Distillery. Same thing happening on the other side for House of Cheese here. And the Immortals spawn up right now. Zul'jin Distillery going straight for their Immortal. Here comes House of Cheese with the defense. All ults are up right now except for Hanzo's Dragon Strike. Cowboy Kyle can get some type of Entomb to pair with that Dragon Strike. It's going to be a big team fight win. Oh, Cheese Mix slowing the enemy team down. Here comes Tychus Big Gun, and Sindragosa comes out on the back line. Ankle Shot and Rainer totally out of position there. Won't be able to help out the team as Deckard goes down. Cowboy Kyle down to 80 HP, and he's taken down too. Nice split from Mariner with Sindragosa, slowing, basically taking Be Fresh up into the top along with Ankle Shots. They can't help the tank and the Soul Lantern healer. That's 2 down for Zul'jin Distillery as House of Cheese goes for halftime. Oh, a stun. Joanna does have trait though. gun does get a trait does get used, and halftime getting pretty slow halftime from House of Cheese here. They went more for team fight as opposed to immortal racing, and looks like Zul'jin Distillery are going to try to race this. I see Tychus in the top lane defending against this wave push. A little bit of poking going on here. Looking for an opportunity. Dude slightly far away. APOC is up, so let's see if D-Wit can get us. Gets zoned out by the Immortal. Here comes LED with the stay a while and listen. Falstad is slept here. Here comes APOC, and it hits Joanna. Then 2 misses, and so does the Dragon Strike here. Here comes the Root from Decker with a lot of rubies out right now. The Light Bomb gets one and gets Fresh, who gets, completely annihilated there. And this is a 4v5 as House of Cheese comes on in from the left side to get the Immortal here. Lady trying to get some more damage on the enemy team, but Cheesemix doing a good job of just zoning out the entirety of Zul'jin Distillery here as the Immortal goes towards... Oh, here's his Falstad stun. Dude able to get out with a barrel roll, and the Gus finally to peel. That's another second objective for House of Cheese, the #1 seed team. Zul'jin Distillery down about a level and a half here. They do have a stronger late game, especially with Diablo with the Shadow Charge reset. Hanzo's definitely going to pop off at level 20 with the Dragon Strike. But it's going to be tough. Let's see if they can last until level 16. If they can get level 20 and then Decker can get the Silence ult, could be much easier team fighting potential for Zul'jin Distillery. 16's coming in at about 3/4 the level. Here comes Dragon Strike on the enemy team. Doesn't quite chunk as much as they'd like. Mortal still has the shields up. This is just a full 5-man push top wall down in the bottom lane. Leoric taking out the fort. The marching keeps on going with this 5-man Immortal push in the top keep. And Syndragosa completely negating any damage from the forts. And here we go, Mariners diving deep. The Immortals just still like 3/4 HP. Leoric staying bot. Looks like Leoric is arthing up to help with the defense though. And the keep is already at half HP. A 4th HP at keep is going to go down to the Immortal here. And very nice push, very nice Syndragosa from Mariners. Not Cheese, Chez, like Chex. Oh, Chez. Thanks for the correction there. House of Chez. All right, so 16s comes up for House of Chez there. They go for their siege camp. The Arthas clear the lanes here. They're not going to push their 16 advantage. Wanting to play it a little bit safer here until the next one. Because they have pretty good push and pressure in the top lane, especially with that keep gone and the fort still kind of alive. Maybe Zul'jin Distillery will try to get the top fort with the siege camp. But if they do, they're going to be losing a pretty well and healthy fort down in the bottom lane. It's going to be a counter trade, fort for both teams. So we'll give level 16s for Zul'jin Distillery. Now we do see a rotation of House of Chez coming up to protect against this Bruiser camp and Siege camp. 16's online, and we see Hanzo going the Giant Killer level 1, level 16. Immortal spawning up 20 seconds. And pretty even team fight. I mean, if there is one thing that's going to be missing is defensive lane pressure top. There's only one catapult right now, but in about 2 minutes, could be 3 knocking on the core's door against Zul'jin Distillery. Raychen says, yeah, I need to match the Decker Sleep and the Dragon Strike. Yeah, Zul'jin Distillery has a lot of opportunities for the Dragon Strike. Not only the Deckard Sleep, the Deckard Root, the Deckard Slow, Leo's Entomb, we got APOC. On the other side is just going to be a lot of one blow-up potential. Because once the minigun is down, it's going to be hard for House of Chez to do any type of blow-up. They're more sustained damage in terms of their comp. Let's see here, D-Wit trying to posture. Chesmix doing a really good job of zoning in this area right in the middle of the choke here. But what they're doing is they're just waiting for catapults, just keep on pushing top. There are 2 catapults already in the top lane, 3rd one right on the way. So they can afford to play it slow. Dwit and Cowboy Cow trying to find an angle in, but Chesmix doing a really good job zoning. Let's see if who can be more patient. Dwit getting rooted. Oh, here comes the Entomb. The APOG doesn't hit anybody, unfortunately, and the Dragon Strike comes out just a little late. Here comes Syndragosa on 5, and the Stay On Listen comes on out with Mariners getting pulled by the end on Dwit, taking the Joanna, who doesn't have the trait, and Joanna goes down. The dude coming in from the flank on the back, not quite, but here's a root on Raynor, on Deckard, and Hanzo, and Falstad also goes down. 2 kills from the Hanzo. Dwit takes an overcharge on Mariners, and the Giant Slayer from Ankle Shot is just too much. Zul'jin Distillery with 3 people down. We do have 2 catapults on the core, though, so I really like the long play from House of Chez. But unfortunately, Lyric will be able to come in. They got 2% off the core, so not too shabby. They ignored it for just maybe a minute longer. It would have been like pretty, like maybe 75%, 60% of the core. So let's see if Zul'jin Distillery can try to get some type of, equal matching lane pressure by getting this bottom keep. Level's pretty even at level 18. It's going to be 4 men, or 4 characters at the bot. Lyric is going to be stuck top. Possibly trying to get closer and closer to level 10 here. At least we're looking for a bottom fort, or bottom wall here for Zul'jin Distillery. House of Chez gets stunned out. Chesmix does still have a trait though. A lot of rubies for Dwit to pick up if he wants to dive in. Oh, there's a dive in from the Diablo, and Diablo gets rooted, and the Falstad Gust comes on out to peel for the team. Portal at about a half HP here. Here comes the APOG. Mariner looking in a little bit of trouble here. Mariner gets stunned also. Mariner also in the middle of a Dragon Strike, able to live through the entire thing, and here's a root from Arthas and a Syndragosa on Ankle Shot, and Bfresh looking really low. The Hanzo goes down. Bfresh also going down to Cobble Kyle, looking really low at 170 HP, and that's 3 down for Zul'jin Distillery. The Immortal is still knocking on the core, but Mariner's taking care of it. Here comes Chesmix trying to get a kill on LAD, but Dwit, is Dwit in too deep? Hopefully Flash will be able to come and confirm these kills for House of Chez. Negan comes on, just obliterates LAD. Dwit's like, hey, I'm peeling for you, just leave. Leave me, old man. Leave me, Deckard. And Deckard is on his way out. That is 4 down for Zul'jin Distillery. They did get a keep, but they also gave level 24 House of Chez. And also Souls after our reset for Diablo. Woo! What a team fight. What a counter push. Not a counter push, counter engage after the win of the objective. Here comes a root from Deckard, but doesn't really face House of Chez. Bruiser coming in from the top lane. Level 20 is almost online for Diablo here. And Diablo did go full Shadow Charge build, looking to blow up just 1 person. We'll see if they can get level 20s in time to maybe pick off a kill for the Hanzo cooldown upgrade. Here comes level 20. Yep, we got the Hellgate for Diablo. Oh, the Entomb Silence, and yes, the Dragon Awakens. A cooldown reduction for the Dragon with basic attacks and Scatter Arrow. So these next team fights are going to be pretty interesting. I mean, if House of Chez gets a Mighty Gust, or the Wind Tunnel, sorry. Yeah, Wind Tunnel, along with a Light Bomb into a wall. Especially low mobility heroes, it's going to be tough for Zul'jin Distillery. I mean, Dwit trying to play it cool here, but the towers see him. Oh, Dwit looking in a really tough position here. Here comes a big old root and Syndragosa. Apocalypse comes on out. Dwit looking really low, and here comes the Wind Tunnel, just trapping the entire team of Zul'jin Distillery into the wall. And the Raynor is the last Marine standing, and that is a 5-person level 20 team wipe as they march straight to the core. So unfortunate. Let's watch that again from the instant replay. Hopefully it works. Oh, let me turn off the chat here so you guys can actually see. Why? I guess I am zoomed in on that. Sorry guys, I guess the instant replay didn't work out like I wanted. That before the next game. So that is game 1 for House of Chez. GG's all around. The game summary. Like, I'm gonna fix the instant replay. Thank you, Jiggy. Well, why? It's like 2 days in a row. The instant replay just does not work on stream. Sorry about that, guys. Let's try it again. Please. Nope. Still zoomed in. Doing that. All right. Well, no instant replays. We'll just have to be hyped once the big play comes in. That is game number 1, BOE for House of Cheese. Let's update the scores here as we wait for the second game of the playoff for these two teams. While we're waiting here, look at the stats. Stats. So Zul'jin, so Cowboy Kyle and DeWitt got their big picks here. I like the way Ankle Shot played with the Hanzo. And Hanzo did a lot of damage with the Giant Slayer, able to just melt down heroes. But it came down to just that last fight, unfortunately, where I mean the gust from the Falstad along with Sindragosa from Mariners. I really liked Sindragosa picks there from House of Chez. So really good job from Mariners there. I have to give it MVP. I'm giving my MVP to Mariners just because one, I don't see many Arthuses playing, but he did a really good job in terms of yeah, helping his team getting some picks. All right, so for the predictions, congratulations for winning points. Let's start the next prediction soon. The Ray Chen won 2,870 big whopping points. Okay. Flash plays a lot of Lunara. Anduin getting picked on that last game. But Caribou did get the Malfurion band, I believe, if I remember correctly. I would like to see some May Malfurion or a new bright Malfurion. I just really like Malfurion as a healer right now, just because at level 1 is just so OP right now. All right, so while we're waiting for game number 2, Ray Chen 72 got some bread in this game. Congrats, good sir. I wonder. No, I think it's just like I understand what they're trying to do. Zul'jin Distillery trying to get a bush gang, the House of Chez side of the fort, but those towers just give too much vision. And there was that route by Caribou, which is a really great route on Diablo in the bush, a blind route, semi-blind route, but yeah, D-Wit was just too much in deep. Can't get away, especially with the Arthas route and the Sindragosa. So we'll see if how Zul'jin Distillery can help make this a game number 3. Hey, the death of Icarus. Thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. I'm not used to subs, so I don't. I really appreciate the prime. There's some type of reward, something I can do. I haven't really thought of it. I think for subs, let me know. But either way, I appreciate you guys not only coming on the stream, but cheering on these two teams here. It's always more fun if you're playing NGS for a crowd. I will ask you guys, though, who do you guys think were the MVPs for you guys? Let me pull up the game summary again. I already chose Mariners 005 as my MVP pick. And mainly because the CC from Arthas was just so good. I mean, yeah, like Tychus did the most damage, and I really liked the pulls that Caribou had. I think Arthas just was really the one who helped the team fight go in the direction of House of Chez. Yeah, that's definitely the MVP for the game. So invited to it's taking a while for the team. The Death of Icarus says not Caribou. You play a lot with Caribou, I'm assuming. I mean, yeah, Death of Icarus. Tell me about Caribou's Malfurion. I mean, it's the #1 pick, but is it like scary, or is it just a comfort pick, or is it just want? I'm just so curious about Malfurion players because I hate playing Malfurion as a healer because I feel freaking hard. He never heals. All right, healers in chat, where are you? we have someone that doesn't appreciate a healer. Just one healer, just Caribou. Oh, you're married to him. I see. Now does Caribou? Here we go. Here we have a lobby. Does Caribou? Because healers feel like known for taking care of the team, always have the eyes on the team. It's just like a very nurturing character role. But is that the same as um you know what? I won't dive too much into the details. So hey Caribou, thanks for the gift of sub to Mrs. Windenburg. Mrs. Windenburg, be sure to show your appreciation. Thanks so much for that. Caribou getting flamed and then gifting the sub. That's a married couple for you right there. That's some love. Uder Sturner. Sorry if I did that. Uder Sturner says Malfurion is DPS. Yeah, of course, Caribou. That was my pleasure. All right, so this second game is going to be on Cursed Hollow. Really quickly, I'm going to bring up map bands here. We have Cursed Hollow coming up second. Only maps left are Braxis, Alterac, Garden, and Infernal Shrine. So going to a game 3, we do have some really good map picks. I mean, people hate Braxis, so I guess all map pick. I won't call that a popular map. Thanks, Death Acres, for the support. #1 fans in chat. All right, so hopping on into the draft, you have Cursed Hollow. Now, bands coming up from the first game, there was a theming like a Malfurion band, but bringing up stats again. Cursed Hollow, Marina does play some Dahaka, so Dahaka would be pretty strong, and never mind, Dahaka gets banned by Zul'jin Distillery. Other heroes, Falstad gets banned. So global heroes are no-no for this game. Zul'jin Distillery, let's see what they would pick in this map. So LED, looks like LED likes to play the Brightwing. And Nutcracker, who's not in this game. Flaming is banned. I wonder if there's gonna be a Sonya ban. There's no like Sonya Hogger ban in these games. Diva getting banned. Cowboy Kyle. So in terms of first pick, Diva still has his Diablo. Cowboy Kyle has the Leoric. We have the Brightwing. Rainer. So Be Fresh playing Rainer yet again. Gonna be very important for not only the Merc camps and the minion clears, but for boss plays too. And May. I like these picks. I mean, May obviously a well-rounded tank. When you see a good Orphea play, like Orphea is really annoying to play against, but in terms of mobility, if Orphea can't land a Q, then if Diwa takes the Diablo, I think Diablo could do pretty well diving into the Orphea. We have Diwa going Tyrael instead. Ankle shot again, going the Hanzo. So, is this a Sanct game? I don't believe this is a Sanct game. I feel like Diwa drafts a Tyrael, help Rainer get a little bit more mobility against the Mei and the Orphea. Getting banned out. House of Chez. Legend just pops up for their last and final ban here. I mean, if I'm House of Chez and I'm thinking of Storm League, I mean, I don't know House of Chez's plays, but if I'm thinking of Storm League, I'd like to see a... Well, there's Flash's comfort pick, the Lunara. The #1 pick here that Flash has, and Caribou has the Uther this time. I really wish the Malfurion was let through. I want to see some good Malfurion play, but Uther's still a strong healer too, so Uther pairing really well with the Orphea and May, just because May and Orphea have their own self-healing. So, in terms of sustained healing, Orphea and May can do just fine, combined with Uther's burst healing there. We're still missing a solo laner and another healer, or a healer. So Cowboy Kyle this time going with Brightwing has the comfort pick here and the single global. The Arthas pick is interesting. Does Cowboy play Arthas? Cowboy Kyle mainly plays with the Auric and Deep. I mean, it could be that Cowboy Kyle's taking the Arthas away from House of Chez. But these are, yeah, Rachin, I agree with you. These are interesting drafts, and we have a solo lane ETC. You don't see that every day. Trib, if you're still in the chat, this is your game, my man. Trib is the solo laner for Beef Boys in Division A, by the way. He likes playing the solo lane ETC. Yeah, if Ankle Shot goes Giant Slayer again at 16, assuming they can get to 16 comfortably, gonna have a grand old time against the May that we see. But yeah, did I start the predictions? Then I'll make my prediction is up. And here we go. On the side of House of Chez, we have Mariners on the ETC. We flash on Lunara. Get my face out of the way. Flash on Lunara. Have Dude playing Orphea. Next on Joanne. Finally, that high Caribou on the Uther. And then on the side of Zul'jin Distillery, we have LAD on Brightwing, Beefresh on the Rainer, Ankle Shot on Hanzo, DeWitt on the Tyrael this time, Cowboy Kyle playing Arthas, the Lich King.
Let the battle begin.
Get some clues as to what these teams have in mind. Looking at the talents here, I mean, Rainer and Hanzo going the same talents as last game, and Arthas going for more auto-attacking with the quest for Frostmourne. May go into sustained, heat transfer at level 1. A little bit of a skirmish. Mid Cowboy Kyle trying to clear any vision. Here's Mariners and Cowboy Kyle going up their solo lanes while Hanzo goes down. This is a 4-person aggression by House of Chez. They clear lane and make their way on bot. Should be seeing this coming through. May look to steal vision away from Zul'jin Distillery here. See how up in the top. Kyle already at 1 stack of Frostmourne Hunters. Mariner sees that Cowboy Kyle wants to stack, so playing relatively safely. Oop, right before the Frostmourne Hunter hits. Here comes the dude in Caribou. Looking for the siege camp, or the bruiser camp, at minute 11. While LED and Beefresh taking their own bruiser camp, so near similar timings for bruiser camp take-ups. It looks like Cowboy Kyle opting to attack waves less so that he doesn't get kind of pressed against the wall to try to soak XP. Really good playing by the solo laners up there. In the meantime, we have Orphea taking the siege camp for House of Chez as both bruiser camps start pushing in mid for both teams. Now, Rainer's also taking the siege camp here. Really like the timing that they're taking on the merc camps right now. Pretty even. And both teams not opting to take advantage of either lane, just looking to clear and just make their ways up in levels. DeWitt looking a little bit able to get out. Here comes LED, gets stunned out. Orphea just wailing on, and here's, oh, LED gets out with 20 HP. And goes out to Hearth. Brightwing does have teleport. Able to come in right in time for objective. Cowboy Kyle stuck in the top lane. This Bruiser's camp. Here comes Chesmix with the flank from the right. Nice stun by Mariner. And a stun by Chesmix. Caribou following it with a final Hammer of Justice. Cowboy Kyle getting a heal from LAD. What a save. I thought that was going to be a confirmed kill, but there just wasn't enough damage from House of Chez to confirm it. Here we go. Tribute spawning right now. Both teams bring up 5 for the objectives here. Up in the top lane, we do have a siege camp pushing a route on Mariners here. DeWitt looking pretty low, but still in the fight. DeWitt unfortunately doesn't have that for another 86 seconds, so make do with half HP. Trying to poke down the enemy team. He's just posturing like very lightly. If nice heal for DeWitt. I mean, if Zul'jin Distillery can keep delaying this, we have 2 siege camps pushing in bot lane. So this is only going to be in favor for Zul'jin Distillery. Even double if they can get... Oh, Beefresh goes the wrong way for the Blizzard. Gets taken out. Can there be... Oh, a nice stun in from Mariners there. But there's no kill on the Raider. They're just going to get out with just a sliver of health here and has the tap. Siege camp still pushing bottom. Arthas finishes the quest. Nice 2-person stun from Chesmix right there with the May. And Flash starts to channel the objective here. Oh, a nice stun on Cowboy Kyle. Cowboy Kyle looking like a little bit of trouble. DeWitt delaying the objective with the Tyrael. And there goes the Flash taking a huge arrow from Hanzo. And, oh, they're just poking away here. One siege camp left. That's 1 tower down the bot lane. Looks like House of Chez sees that they're going to be in a little bit of trouble unless they either give or take this objective. Polymorph and a root Nice cleanse by Caribou on Mariners there. And that is a big, small victory. Small, big victory? For Zul'jin Distillery, because they're just getting so much macro pressure here. They got the wall and... yeah, they got the gate and the top tower by just doing nothing. Having like half a hero push that bottom lane. Cowboy Call laning against Chesmix top lane here. And here we have a boss call. Chesmix looking to scout out. Chesmix ping that they're on the way. Here comes Flash. Here comes Chesmix. Oh, and LED unfortunately gets rooted. Refresh trying to challenge Flash, who's just doing so much poison damage on Lunara. And the rest of Team House of Chez in here to defend against the objective, against the boss. Wit coming on the back. Flash. Oh, and a scatter by Hanzo takes out Lunara as DWIT and company try to come in looking for another kill, but not quite. Here comes a heal from LED as Be Fresh with the Rainer comes in and starts again with the boss. It's just a tough, unfortunate position that House of Chez is in right now. We have a boss that's going to go top. Then an objective spawns on the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Here comes Chesmix right in the middle of it all. Does Be Fresh have it? Oh, the stun. Oh, and two people go down to Orphea, and that's a boss steal for House of Chez. The first invade didn't work. They try to go again. Cowboy Kyle gets stunned out, and Cowboy Kyle looks like will be wiped out. Can Ankle Shot get out though? Ankle Shot will be able to get out. That's a unfortunate boss loss for Zul'jin Distillery as the boss starts at the top lane along with a Lunar taking the objective. That's just so much value that House of Chez got, especially now they're so close to level 10s, so he definitely will be able to get this top fort. And yeah, like the level 8s, Ankle Shots just has to stay down here trying to get the level 20s. Also taking out the Sonic Arrow, looking for Lunara. Ankle Shot's gotta be careful. We have a level 10 Lunara. Oh, leaping out of her mind, and that's a dead Hanzo, unfortunately, for Zul'jin Distillery. Things have just flipped upside down in a mere matter of minutes in just one boss call. Objective still pretty even though, 1-1. Level 10's coming up online soon for Zul'jin Distillery, but this time, unfortunately, on the side of House of Chez. We have a Bruiser Camp getting taken up from both sides. Now, the advantage for the macro play will be for House of Chez because they have a Siege Camp pushing up top. Oh, Chesmix gets the stun. Oh, Tyrael just has the Q, but gets stunned. And, oh, very nice play by House of Chez. And here comes ETC in the back line. Be Fresh able to just push out the ETC just in time. Oh, and a stun on Cowboy Kyle. Cowboy Kyle taking so much damage from the Orphea here as Lunara caps the objective. That's 2. And here we go. Chesmix getting pursued. This is going to be pretty scary 4v5 fight, though House of Chez has some low heroes and decide to, nope, disengage. Level 12 versus 10s in favor of House of Chez. Looks like Hanzo looking to get the Siege Camp here while boss play is decided for House of Chez. It's going to be a rough situation they're going to be putting Zul'jin Distillery in because the camp or the objective is right in the bottom lane along the same side as the boss. So easy rotation for House of Chez after capturing this boss here. Level 13 is going to be barely out of reach during this objective. Rainer and Orphea posturing. ETC does have... oh, DWIT. Does DWIT have the steal? Oh, here comes the arrow. And Uther gets taken out. Orphea gets taken out too. Oh, here comes ETC with a stage dive. And, oh, Be Fresh and company trying to get these two beefy heroes out. Sanctification being taken. And also the boss. That's 4 down. What a call and what a play by DWIT. And Chesmix taking down 5 team members down for House of Chez with a boss pushing and the second objective for Zul'jin Distillery. Let's see if this faulty replay player will work for me this time. And it will not. It is for some reason zoomed on in. I will have to fix that later. But you guys can see the sanctification out right at the perfect timing. Very good try for House of Chez to get a boss, but it was just unfortunately too slow, especially with 2 tanks and not DPS. Here comes Sindragosa, Cowboy Kyle giving House of Chez a piece of their own medicine. Orphea comes out with the ult. The Eternal Feast doesn't quite hit that much. And, oh, nice global crowd, whatever you call it from Brightwing. Here comes Dragon Strike, looking to get this keep. Keep going to be at about half HP here as the tribute starts spawning top. Now, Zul'jin Distillery ahead in rotations here, so can DeWitt delay the rest of House of Chez while Ankle Shot gets the nice zoning by DeWitt, but Flash on the way, making a beeline straight for Hanzo, delays the objective here. Brightwing and ETC standing by with their globals. 4v4 Sanctification comes on out. Oh, the Sanct to grab the objective, but will this be enough? Will that play? Oh, and here's the Hanzo going down. Eternal Feast just munching on everybody with a big old D-Storm on top of Zul'jin Distillery. That's Tyrael down, and that's Cowboy Kyle down. Oh, the Sanct got the objective, but can the Sanct objective capture be worth it? Will they be able to get this bottom fort? ETC, Arthing, to see if he can get down there in time. And this fort, down to 1,000 HP. A catapult takes down the fort. So, I guess I'll say it was worth. Worth-ish. I mean, lost 4 heroes there. But, I mean, a fort is always good in First Hollow. Be Fresh taking the root like he doesn't give a crap. Boss play. I like the boss play just because they know they can't push too far up since they don't have much vision. Would like to see them get this fort up top. Lunara going to be stuck in the bruiser camp. Will Lunara leave in order to help defend against the objective? Looks like no. Here comes a Bosch. Not Bosch. A boss. Being pushed in. Sindragosa trying to confirm this fort kill. Ms. Windenberg thanking Caribou for the sub. Alright, so this fort will be taken down by the boss here. And that's a pretty big building advantage for Zul'jin Distillery here. 16s are online though for House of Chez, as the next objective will spawn on the side of House of Chez. This boss is pretty full in HP. Sindragosa is down. A root on the Orphea. Whoa, nice zoning by DeWitt here. The dude in a little bit of trouble at Sanctification gets pulled out. That was nuts. DeWitt with the play. And here comes Divine Storm coming out. Uther also getting taken out. This boss is at half HP here. Zul'jin Distillery having a very powerful push here. Here comes Mariner with the stun. And gets polymorphed. Will they be able to defend? They might lose this fort, this keep. Will they? Oh, DeWitt playing really well with these holy grounds on the enemy team here. And there's a avalanche trying to peel the enemy team away. Oh, the Raider! Ow, 40 HP and gets taken down by Lunara. Can they get another kill? This is 3v3 right now. Looks like no. Flash opting to, instead, clear the boss. Leaves Zul'jin Distillery going back home with a second keep in their back pocket. Nice boss call by Zul'jin Distillery. I mean, we have level 16s. This is the late game. Late game, pretty scary for Orphea. Orphea opting to go the Shadow Waltz talents here, going for % damage at 16 and a little bit of spell armor. This is Arthas going full, hit you over the head with the Frostmourne build. So this tribute is going to be pretty important for House of. We do have ETC down in the bottom lane. Hanzo opting not for the % damage, but for just piercing Scatter Arrows. This makes just getting poked out a little bit more than they want to. ETC on standby here. They want to get this objective. Levels are pretty even. This makes getting a big chunk of HP out from ankle shot here. Dewit just zoning out the DPS. And here comes ETC on the backline, looking for the Rainer Knight's blink heal, but that's 4 people in the Eternal Feast, and Sanctification comes out. Nice Sanctification by Dewit, but an Avalanche takes out both DPS from Zul'jin Distillery. Oh, the Divine Storm gets it out before Brightwing could help out, and there's no more damage from Zul'jin Distillery as the curse for this round goes for House of Chez. That's going to be 40 seconds as House of Chez tries to get as much value in this curse push as much as they can. They are down 2 keeps, so if they can get at least 2 keeps down, it could definitely make the play a little bit more even. Maybe bring them closer to level 20 also. This is going to be a tough defense now. 5 versus 3, no DPS for Zul'jin Distillery. The top keep wall going down pretty quickly, especially to Lenara's damage. Mariner, deep in the back line here, doesn't have a stun, but does have a power slide though. Just looking for the opportunity on Cowboy Cow to step up just a little too far. Here comes Dewit. Oh, Dewit gets the stun. Will Dewit get? Oh, a nice save by the Brightwing. Here comes Dragon Strike, not a level 20, and the Tyrael goes down. Can we get some Tyrael value on the cooldown? Tyrael's going to be up in 45 seconds. Arthas in the middle of the lane, middle of the team, looking really low. Here comes, oh, Brightwing also gets taken down. Cowboy Kyle looking really low. This curse doing major damage not only to the top keep, but also the middle keep. The core is being chipped away. Shields slowly going down. Can Cowboy Kyle be fresh and ankle shot do this? They're just getting willed away because there's no healer here as catapults start pelting away at the Zul'jin Distillery core. Here comes a Divine Storm, a nice slide follow from Mariners, and Hanzo gets taken out. Nice CC chain from House of Chez. This is looking pretty grim. Avalanche comes on out. The core is at 20%, down to 10%, and that is GG. As a 2-0 for House of Chez. Nice playing. Let's bring up the game summary while I get all right, while we're waiting for an interview possibility. While we're waiting for an interview, let's look at the game summary really quickly. So, I mean, the CC chain of May, Uther, ETC was just nasty. But I will say that Orphea, I've never seen so much value being taken up from Eternal Feast. And before I can finish talking about Feast, we have Flash from House of Chez here from the 2-0 win that they just had. Congratulations on the win. How are you feeling right now, Flash?
Feeling good, man. I want to say we're going to the Super Bowl, but we're not going to the Super Bowl yet. We got one more.
Well, I mean, it was some awesome team fights. Like, you guys had some really awesome coordination. We'll start backwards from Cursed Hollow. I don't see many double tanks, especially with an ETC solo laning. Is it that you guys were comfortable with the CC chain, the coordination, or was that draft more to counter the draft of Zul'jin Distillery?
A little bit of both. Mostly because if Arthas comes in on us and, May's already deep in the back line, like, we got nobody. Like, Uther's going to do something for about 2 seconds, but we needed a little more beef. No pun intended, because of the count. But we need a little bit more beef in the back line just to sort of defend for us. And plus, he offers the global on that map, too.
Yeah, I have to say, like, whether it's the BOE in the first game or even the Curse Hall game in the second, the coordination was great. So I talked a little bit about the coordination, like, Chesmix with the Blizzard, Caribou with the Stun and the Divine Storm, and Mariners coming in with a stage dive from a mile away and just following up on the stun. Felt like it made your Lunara like super easy. I feel like your DPS play is like what a Storm Leader wish they had every single game in terms of their tanks and their healers.
You watch football at all?
Not a little bit, but let's
Yeah.
hear what you're gonna say.
Basically, the idea of like quarterback can't play well if nobody's blocking for him. Like you know what I mean? Like if I get people blocking for me, I can do what I have to do.
It's like a Statue of Liberty play, and Lunara kind of looks like a Statue of Liberty in a way.
Yes, we'll go with
So
that.
I will say too, in the BOE game, holy crap! Did you guys? Okay, so Caribou on the Anduin saw Dewit's Diablo sitting in your own team's bush. Did you guys see them trying to set up a gameplay because of vision?
I am actually so glad you brought that up because we were actually talking about that right at the very end of the of that game. And if he didn't scout that out, that game could have gone south pretty quickly. But we scouted that out, and we also knew he had no souls because we had just picked him off before, so we knew we were good to go.
Yeah, I will say I really enjoyed if Mariners. Oh, Mariners is in the chat right now.
Of course,
says, we got one more hill to climb. Yeah. The Arthas pick that you guys have for your team, really liked the amount of CC that Mariners had with the Syndragosa, plus the Falstad, plus the Joanna Light Bomb. I mean, again, if Statue of Liberty plays like this, you being the quarterback and the captain of the team, if this is like the wall that's being built for your future games, like I'm super excited how the finals will go when you guys play against the winner of US Army Esports and the other team.
I mean, our drafts sort of, depend on what they're showing as well. So it's not like always our strategy. Like we've got a couple others in our back pocket. But in that particular case, well, especially in game one was all about patience because we've played DeWitt's Diablo numerous times. We know how he does. And it was just like, we got to wait for the right time. Like they can come in on us all they want. We just got to wait for the right time. And sure enough, we did.
Then now, I'm going to pull up the standings here. You guys are going to be going into the finals against Almost Legends Gold and US Army Esports. So in terms of your guys's, whether you won or you lost against them, is there a team out of both of those between Almost Legends Gold and US Army Esports that you're looking for a play into the finals?
I think they're both going to be interesting games because Almost Legends Gold is a great team, and I mean we've got our homework done. So just in case we're ready, like we've got our homework ready. And they're a good team, but we think we're ready for them. U.S. Army Esports is going to be an interesting one because we played them the very last game of the season, and that game didn't even matter. So we sort of screwed around that game. So it'll be interesting to play them coming at them full force.
Yeah, I mean they took down the third seed Frankfurters 2-0. So I mean they must be practicing something, have something in their back pocket. So looking forward to it. And oh, the dude, your teammates in chat says US Army Esports, I want to beat them. So looks like the dude wants to play US Army Esports. It's cool.
I don't know what beef he's got with them, but I mean, whatever. Whatever works.
Yes. Well, awesome. Congrats on the 2-0 victory, Flash. You and your team, awesome coordination. Loved seeing it, loved casting it. Before we leave, do you have any shout outs or anything, final words you want to say?
My whole damn team. I freaking love these guys. Love the dude, love Chez, love Mariners, love Caribou, love Death of Icarus, no dice, and Death. You guys are all great. Thank you for riding for the subs riding the bench this whole season. We haven't played them yet, but thank you for being there. We appreciate it.
And there you have it. Flash, thank you so much for coming on the interview. An awesome game. Congratulations, and we'll see you guys in the finals.
You got it. Shout outs to Caribou, best Anduin in the world.
Take it easy, Flash.
You too.
Caribou getting some love here. And the Death of Icarus says, you're okay, Caribou. King is best host player says, oh, okay. So, looks like, oh yeah, so they're playing tomorrow. Yeah, they're playing tomorrow. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I said that earlier too. Mariner says, report the match. And Ray Chen says, love to see it. Well, cool, guys. That is the stream for today. Thank you for coming on, cheering on Zildjian Distillery and House of Chez. Really awesome games on BOE and Curse Hollow. if you guys have a chance, make sure to check out the semifinals tomorrow against Almost Legends Gold and US Army Esports. Look what time that is going to be. It's gonna be 9 o'clock p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. Tune in to see who plays against House of Chez. Anyways, love you guys. Appreciate it. Have an awesome night, and we'll see you on the next cast.